it. But apparently she was supposed to be at Hotel Witchisame, staying there. But she decided to stay at our Hotel Z instead, apparently. I guess it's like due to family issues or something. I don't know what it's got to do with her, honestly. But anyways, we have got ourselves another side quest with Crivane here. He was making a story about Mega Evolution involving humans for some reason. Ah, you're back. Thank you again for your previous assistance, my good friend. The manuscript I produced, with your help, was a smash hit. It will be hitting shelves soon. Congrats! I was thinking about trying my hand at the romance genre next. I'd love your assistance. To be specific, I'd like to ask you to put the following Pokemon in your party to show me. First, I think we'll need a Fairy-type Pokemon. Second, a Dragon-type Pokemon. And the third Pokemon should be an Alpha Pokemon. And the fourth should be a second Alpha. Do you think you can show me all those? I'm counting on you. Yes, you, the hero of my own personal tale. Could you put those 4 in your party and come show me? I can repeat my list whenever you like. A work of great love. So 2 Alphas, a Fairy type, and a Dragon type. I have 1 Alpha in my party, so let's see. What other Alphas do I have? Oh, you know what? Yeah, I have an Alpha Fennekin. Let's go with that. Okay, so we've got a Fairy, we've got a Dragon, we've got 2 Alphas as well. Nice. Do you have in store the Pokemon required for my next novel? I've brought them. It seems you have the requisite number of Pokemon at least. But will they fit the bill? First things first. Which is your Fairy-type Pokemon? Oh boy. I got 2 fairies actually. Do I want to go with Deontay or Xerneas? You know what? Let me go with Xerneas, just in case he might want to ask for a rock type next time. And I want to give Deontay a bit of a show as well. Xerneas. Quite the choice. Oh yes, this is sparking some ideas. Then on to our next character. Which Dragon-type Pokemon will this scenario feature? Zygarde? Yes, Zygarde. The scenes are coming into sharp focus now. And our third character? Which Alpha Pokemon have you brought me? That is gonna be Fennekin! Fennekin, yes. The lines practically write themselves. And our 4th character, who will be the second Alpha Pokemon? That'll be Metagross. And Metagross. Perfect. You've managed to assemble the perfect cast of characters for me. I cannot thank you enough. Now let's talk romance. Xerneas is in love with Zygarde. Zygarde is in love with Fennekin. Fennekin is in love with Metagross. And of course, Metagross is in love with Xerneas. Oh my gosh, what the heck is this? This is some sort of weird love rhombus? It's no mere love triangle. It's an endless love loop. What do you think? Brilliant, isn't it? How romantic. Ah, no, wait. This won't do. An endless love loop offers no resolution. I do have one other idea, I suppose. It's a bit more involved, but you'll hear me out, won't you? Sure I will. Please lend me your ear, dear friend. Once in the city of Lumios, there existed 2 competing schools dedicated to the martial arts. One was founded by Fennekin, distinguished by hard, unyielding strikes. This style was known as the Path of Tawny. The other was founded by Metagross, specializing in fleet, flowing movements. This style was known as the Way of Jordan. Both schools put their desire to become strongest above all else in life. Their members vowed to have nothing to do with the other style, except in battle. All who followed the Path of Tawny were bound to view the Way of Jordan's followers as mortal foes, and vice versa. Governed by the one unbreakable tenet, it was a hard-knocking life in these schools of hard knocks. It came to pass that a match was declared, Xerneas of the Tawny style versus Zygarde of the Jordan style. This battle would decide once and for all which school was strongest. I feel like that's a little bit one-sided though, because dragons can't hurt fairies with their dragon-type moves. Everything was on the line. Whichever school was defeated would be honor-bound to disband. Yet the 2 Pokemon selected as the school's champions had a singular problem. Xerneas and Zygarde were desperately in love. They had broken the one rule that must never be broken, meeting in secret outside of battle. On the night before the fateful match was to be held, Xerneas and Zygarde's eyes met. They knew there was but one option. Together they fled into the night. So begins their thrilling story of love on the lam. Their very lives on the line as they flee pursuit. I have to admit, my own experience with romance is limited, so perhaps my novel will lack realism. But I think it will be a tale for the ages, don't you? Yeah, sure it'll be. Now I'd better get it all down on paper so I can submit my manuscript to Lumios Press. I can't thank you enough for your help. You will come through with that blurb once it's a hit, yes? A work of great love. 10,000 Poké and 50 health and swift feathers. Wow! That's a lot of feathers.
There you are, my busy crew. Sorry to make you haul yourselves here every time we need to have a meeting. Afraid we can't really help it though. Folks seem to get spooked whenever they see me and Philippe roaming the streets. And hollow calls wear me down, you know? They don't have the warmth of a face-to-face chat. Anyway, down to business. Our research into hyperspace Lumios is coming along, thanks to you all. We're still in the dark when it comes to that distortion hanging out over the tower.
Right.
But, well, we managed to stumble onto a rather troubling discovery.
How troubling?
It seems more of these pockets of hyperspace are appearing as time goes on. And they're beginning to affect our world too. We've started getting reports that Pokemon from Hyperspace Lumiose have been showing up here in regular Space Lumiose.
Really?
If we're talking worst case scenario, Hyperspace Lumiose could eventually swallow the whole city.
We can't let that happen.
We sure can't. Luckily, it's not all bad news. Thanks to your research, we can now detect hyperspace distortions that we couldn't before.
We warned. However, the parts of Hyperspace Lumiose beyond these distortions likely... be warned. However, the parts of Hyperspace Lumiose beyond these distortions likely hold even stronger Pokemon.
Bring 'em on! With the three of us working together, we can handle anything. Let's go scour different parts of Hyperspace Lumiose for berries and other ingredients. We've gotta order up plenty of donuts from Chef Ansha.
These ought to be of some help to your research, Jordan. You obtained 20 Ultra Balls.
Sounds like you know what to do. Get to it.
Gladly. Check each distortion before entering. Best to be prepared. I'm gonna need 10,000 survey points, okay.
I'll try using that nice butter you brought back, if you don't mind, Jordan.
You can now make donuts using 4 berries.
Welcome to Ansha's Donuts.
Let's go. Let's see. Now that we have the ability to make donuts with 4 berries, what do I want to go with first? Let's start off with some berries that I have quite a few of for now. Go with that. And... yeah, go with there. Let's see how this works. Ooh, would you look at that? A 1-star Roselli Meringue donut. Featuring helping, okay, right. Just gonna make me one more donut now. Let's throw in a Hyper Roast Berry, a Hyper Pitcher Berry, a Hyper Chesto Berry, and I'd throw in one of the other berries, but we're very short on Hyper Berries, so what's a good for like elsewise? I'm just trying to see here. Oh, a Cobra Berry maybe? Let's, you know what? Oh wait, no, let's go with this. A Cassid Berry. Yeah. Final donut to be made for today. Speaking of donuts, I've actually got a few myself. I'm gonna be snacking on some. Before we do go find some distortions, we might as well go and deal with some more side quests. And once again, Crevain has another side mission for us. Ah, if it isn't my muse, back again. Thank you for your help with my romance novel. It's been optioned for a film. Do you know who they've signed on as leads? Bryson and Sabrina. Oh, gym leaders. Whoa, congrats. If I remember correctly, Bryson is supposedly... He's supposed to be an Ice-type gym leader from the Unova region? Specifically Pokemon Black and White 2, I think? For my next tale, I'm thinking a mystery novel. I'd love to have your help once again. I have an idea for the Pokemon my tale shall require. Could you assemble them for me? First, I think we'll need an Alpha Pokemon again. Second, a normal type Pokemon. Third should be a Dark type Pokemon. The fourth should know the move Teleport. And the fifth must be a Fighting type Pokemon. Can you show me all those? Okay. Oh boy, I'm gonna need a reminder for that actually. So let's see. Alpha, normal, Dark type, one that knows Teleport, and another Alpha, did he? Oh no wait, a Fighting type. Okay, let me repeat that. Alpha, normal, Dark, Pokemon that knows Teleport, Fighting type. I've got a Dark type. Oh wait, that makes me wonder. Do I have an Abra that knows Teleport? I feel like I do have an Alpha Abra. At least I think I remember owning an Alpha Abra, maybe? Okay, never mind the Abra. We can always go with a Routes instead. So, yeah. Routes, gonna keep in an Alpha. Gonna keep Yveltal. We need a Pokemon that is a normal type, so... Where are my normal type Pokemon when I need them? Oh! Right, an Eevee! So we got Dark, Normal, Teleport, Alpha, and last but not least, a Fighting type. Ah! Perfect! Lucario! Have you brought me the 5 precise Pokemon I need for my next novel? I've brought them. It seems you have the requisite number of Pokemon at least. But will they fit the bill? Let us start off strong. Which is our Alpha Pokemon? That is gonna be Metagross. Metagross, quite the choice. Oh yes, this is sparking some ideas. Next, we need a normal type. Which of your Pokemon will fill that role? That'll be my Eevee. Eevee, wonderful. There's nothing normal about how inspired it makes me feel. Then on to our next character, which will be the Dark type Pokemon in this scenario. Yveltal. Yes, Yveltal. The scenes are coming into sharp focus now. Which is our fourth character, the Pokemon that knows the move Teleport. That'll be Ralts. Ralts. Yes, the lines practically write themselves. And the fifth character, which is our Fighting type Pokemon in this battle of wits, that'll be Lucario. And Lucario. Perfect. You've managed to assemble the ideal cast of characters for me. I cannot thank you enough. Now allow me to sketch out the plot of my grand mystery novel. Our setting is in a mansion deep in the mountains of the Kalos region. It is owned by famed millionaire Metagross. It also currently houses 3 guests and a certain treasure. The first of the guests is a trainer by the name of Eevee. Then there is our millionaire's former flame, Yveltal, and a jewel collector named Routes. The mansion's butler, Tawny, is unobtrusive yet ever present, seeing to all the guests' needs. One evening, the guests are all called together to a very special room of the mansion. This room serves as a giant safe, so fortified that the move Rage Fist would not crack its defenses. So explains the butler, Tawny. In the safe center, lovingly displayed in pride of place, shines the grandiose jewel known only as Lucario's Tear. This mythical treasure is rumored to have been a gift from the former king of the land, AZ. The mansion's owner gazes upon it regularly, every morn and eve, to sustain their spirits. The sun was barely risen the morning after this showing, when a terrible howl echoes through Metagross's mansion. The guests gather in front of the safe room that contained the treasure, drawn by the awful noise, and there the millionaire cries out, "My treasure has been stolen! One of my guests must have done it!" Resenting the accusation, Yveltal demands, "Why us? Why not your butler?" But the butler Tawny has a cast iron alibi. She'd been playing cards with her employer all night. Evie and Waltz readily agree to a search of their persons and belongings. But even after the butler inspects all the guests, there's still no trace of the stolen jewel. Only Evie was found carrying anything, no more than a Pokeball. A perfectly normal item for a Pokemon trainer to have. So, who stole the treasure known as Lucario's Tear? Was it Lucario? Okay, if it wasn't Evie, it must have been Waltz, because Waltz has the ability to teleport. Really? Was the trick a bit too difficult for you to work out? The evil trainer had left one of their Pokemon in the room to wait until everyone was gone so it could steal the treasure for itself. When everyone began to gather at the room the next morning, this licentious lout quietly called the Pokemon back to its Pokeball, concealing both it and the treasure to cover their tracks. So it was Eevee? Oh, because it's normal! That makes a lot more sense. Wonderful, isn't it? Such a bold and elaborate setup, worthy of a criminal genius. It's a masterpiece. Now that I think about it, I wonder if I somehow overlooked a weakness in my airtight plot. That would be disappointing. Yet it's all thanks to your tireless support that I've been able to craft such creative novels. You must be my greatest fan, willing to go so far above and beyond to support my writing career. To show my gratitude, I'd be happy to remix any of my tales for you, featuring whatever different Pokemon you wish to cast as the main characters. Just come speak to me whenever you're ready to experience more of my masterful storytelling. Another 50,000 Poke and another 50 Genius and Clever Feathers. Where the heck is this side mission? It's like down there somewhere, but I'm trying to figure out if I can remember where the way down is for Wild Zone 10, because there's a back way for Wild Zone 10 down below. The only problem is I'm having some difficulties trying to figure out where that back way is again. Wait, was it this way? I think it might be this way. Yeah, here we go. Kazuki. Sorry, I know this seems a bit rude, but I hope you can forgive me for not turning to speak to you. I threw out my back. I think I may have a slipped disc or something. It hurts too bad to move. Even trying to shout hurts, so I haven't been able to call for help. The last time this happened, I was able to fix my back thanks to a certain Pokemon move. I think it was called Octolock? I hate to ask, but do you think you could hit me with a good Octolock? It's a move that the Pokemon Grapploct can know. Oh wait, I don't have that Pokemon yet. You're my only hope. Octolock, away the pain. We'll have to come back and help him some other time. Let's see what this Cubone has to offer for missions. Received a bottle of protein from Cubone. Congratulations! We're giving out free protein as part of a special promotion. Could I ask for just a moment of your time? I'm busy. Come on, we'll be done before you can even say no. Cubone survey, well, alright, fine. Alrighty, let's get started with our protein street survey. Do you know what protein is? I do, more or less. I see. Well, protein is a nutritious drink. Where did you find out about protein? From a Pokemon Center? Noted. Where you get your information from is important, isn't it? Does 5,000 Poke for a bottle of protein sound expensive to you? Yeah, that's steep. I see. Everyone has their own way of valuing things. Do you know of any other drinks similar to protein? I've heard of calcium. Gotcha. There are so many different products that can be hard to keep track, huh? When would you want to have your Pokemon drink a bottle of protein? When I want to raise its attack. Noted. Make sure to follow the usage instructions. Yeah, if memory serves me correctly, protein is supposed to increase a Pokemon's attack. What do you think protein tastes like? No idea. I see. Make sure to let your Pokemon know what you think. Would you recommend protein to a friend? Yeah, sure. Got it. Whether or not you recommend something really depends on who you're talking to. And that's all for our survey. Thank you for your time. I bet you're wondering what this cute Cubone is doing next to me. Yeah, why is that? As long as I'm with Cubone, everyone stops to chat, so it gets me plenty of takers for the survey. Thank you for answering all of your questions. Here's a small token of our appreciation. You received a bunch of items from Cubone. I got protein, calcium, and HP up, along with 1,000 Poki.
Maybe my next survey will be about iron.
Yeah, I'm gonna be leaving now. Don't ever want to be near that person ever again.
Got ourselves our next side mission here.
At the Pokemon Center, of all places.
Pop quiz time. How many total Pokemon centers are there in Lumia City?
Oh, snap. Oh, I don't know. I legit don't know. Oh, jeez, it's a tie between 8 or 9. I feel like this is a 50-50 shot. I'm wrong. Yeah, I figured I was wrong.
Oh, too bad. The correct answer is 9.
Oh! Dang it. That was a 50-50. I got it wrong. Oh.
Among the 9, this one, the Hibernal Pokemon Center, sells the fewest Pokeballs by far. I think we could solve that problem if we just had a certain Pokemon around to help. And I've got the perfect name for my plan. Sportacular sales with a fun guy.
Huh?
Allow me to explain. Don't you think our countertop looks lonely? There's so much room to liven it up. But a Fungus sitting here would look just like a Pokeball. That kind of Pokemon is sure to lure people in and make them want to buy Pokeballs. Please bring me a Fungus.
Fungible goods. I don't think I have a Fungus. So we're just gonna have to move on to the next side mission instead. It looks like another side mission at a Pokemon Center needs our attention. Wait, really? I thought the Pokemon Center... Oh. Oh, it was right outside the Pokemon Center. No wonder. Hey there. I've got some fine leeks for strong trainers like you. By the way, have you heard of a Pokemon called Farfetch'd? It's always holding a plant stalk, which it sometimes wields as a weapon. Speaking of which, there's a troubling rumor going around involving Farfetch'd and leeks. They say if you go to a certain spot at nighttime, accompanied only by a single Farfetch'd that's holding a leek, you'll be suddenly ambushed. Could you go fight off whoever's behind this? Should be no sweat for a strong trainer like you. I'll even give you a good, sturdy leek for the job. Leek, an item to be held by Farfetch'd or Surfetch'd. This very long and stiff stalk of leek boosts the critical hit ratio of their moves. Go down the alleyway in Rouge Sector 7 at night, with only a leek-wielding Farfetch'd on your team. Then fight off anyone who tries to attack you. Farfetch'd ambush. Yep, I don't have a Farfetch'd though, so once again, another side mission I can't do, so let's just move on. Looks like our next side mission is with another vendor store owner.
Hey, you're Jordan from Team MZ, right? I'd like to ask you a favor.
Is it a Pokemon battle?
Could you take my Fido for a walk?
Oh. Fido needs to go on walks to stay healthy, but I'm a bit busy today. If you could take Fido on a walk for me, I'd really appreciate it. Fido loves walks. Okay, sure. Let me know when you're ready for a nice walk. Well, I'm ready right now, so let's go for that walk, shall we? Are you ready to take Fido on a walk? Let's go. There's a route Fido and I like to go on. Climb these stairs and go down the alley on the right, the one by the yellow post box. Fido likes to take a lap around the wild zone. Around the wild zone? I'm assuming not in the wild zone. Alright, Fido, I'll see you later. Guess we're taking Fido on a leisurely stroll. Oh, it's the baker's Fido. Taking a walk with this youngster today, How nice. Enjoy your walk. I guess we'll bump into people along the way too. Oh. Hold on, Fido. Let me catch up. Just going on a leisurely stroll. Whoa! Whoa there, Mischief. No need to growl. Sorry about that. My Mischief can be a little big-headed. Don't worry about it. I wish it wasn't such a troublemaker. Anyway, your Fido is cute. I see. Yeah, it's not mine, mate. I see. You were asked to take it on a walk? They don't want to have a Pokemon battle, do they? Huh, I guess once trainers get to talking, Pokemon let their fur down a bit too. Okay, Fido. See you later. I'll see you around. Oh, more people to chat with, huh? Aw, how cute! I know what that Pokemon is. It's a Fido! Can I play with it? Sure thing, kid. Alright, time to leave. Fido looks happy that it got to play a little during its walk. Time to go back to the requester. Oh. Wait for me, Fido. I guess we're going up these stairs, huh? And we're back. Looks like you had fun on your walk, Fido. Thanks, Jordan. The yeast in Fido's breath ferments things around it. I use that yeast to make bread. The bread's been so popular that I haven't had time to take Fido on walks lately. But from now on, I'll be sure to make time for my Fido and my baking. After all, I can't let other people see my own cute Fido more than I do. Fido loves walks. Let's move on to our next side mission, which is supposedly up here, is it? No, oh, nope, it's down there. Oh, wait. Let me grab these items. Oh, it's a... Oh, pardon me. It's a Char Cadet. A life without a true rival isn't worth living. You got that right. I knew you'd understand. That's why I need you to become my rival. I know. It's a lot to ask from a stranger, but just hear me out. You and I were born on the same day. As children, we chose to raise the same Pokemon, Charcadet. But depending upon the item its trainer uses, this Pokemon can evolve into 2 different species. And we could not let our Charcadet remain Charcadet always. No. Fated rivals such as you and I cannot walk the same path forever. So we parted ways, one of us choosing to evolve Charcadet into Armarouge, the other Ceruledge. That was that, until destiny called and our paths crossed again. On that fateful day, we decided to pit Ceruledge against Armarouge. A battle to determine once and for all which of us is the greater trainer. Wouldn't that just be the best story? I've always wanted a life like that, but I don't have a rival born on the same day as me. Or even a friend. That's why I need you to become my rival. Please. I've already got the auspicious armor and the malicious armor we need to evolve Charcadet. I'll give you whichever one you want, so please evolve a Charcadet and help me finally live out the fateful battle of my dreams. Bitter Blue Flames versus Blazing Crimson. Just let me know whenever you've decided which set of armor you want. Okay, accept either the auspicious armor or the malicious armor. You've decided, right? You've chosen a set of armor? I'll take the auspicious armor. The auspicious armor. So you're going to evolve your Charcadet into Armor Rouge. You obtained a set of auspicious armor. A peculiar set of armor that can make a certain species of Pokemon evolve. Auspicious wishes live within it. Then I'll use the malicious armor to evolve my Charcadet here into Ceruledge. Here we go, Charcadet. The day has come for you to wield the power of bitter blue flames. Now we must fight to the finish. You with only your Armor Rouge. I with only my Ceruledge. I think that's a problem though. I don't have a Charcadet. Now do I? Yeah, no. No Charcadets. Oh boy. So many side missions I'm going towards, and I don't even have like the necessary Pokemon for it. Ah, well, I mean, what are you gonna do? But anyways, I feel like this is a good spot to call the episode here for now, so thank you all so much for watching, and stay tuned for the next exciting episode of Pokemon Legends Z to A Mega Dimension DLC. Until then, take care. Chaos Control!